is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Brent in Martinez, California. Hey, Brent, what's going on?
How you doing today, Tom?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
I am, thank you. I was really just commenting on the fact that I'm really enjoying the new format with you being there when the market's still open. You've assembled a great group of people. They're all great technicians. I'm just so glad that I first caught you on the radio with your little tiger growl. I'm like, who is this guy? And it got my attention, and it's really made a positive change in my life.
You're awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means you can enjoy the dream that is happening right here, right now. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 4, NASDAQ off 2, S&P's down 4, gold contract flat at $1,227 an ounce, silver up 3 cents, $16.30 an ounce, platinum up $6, $9.19 an ounce, copper down 3.5 pennies at $2.48 a pound, light sweet crude up 26 cents, $46.48 a barrel, notes, 10-year note down 6 ticks, 125 even. 30-year bond down 19, 151.07. King dollar up 427 ticks at 98.955. The euro is trading at 109 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 113 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. What do you have? Okay, so the high that was out here from the first, that high, 2,400. That high we closed at 2399.29. This is the cash S&P. Bottom line, what do we do today? You get to 2401. So you get over the high. You're at the high. All the above. We'll see whether we get any juice into the marketplace. They can't seem to knock it up, not knock it down right now, folks. Bottom line, inside the SPY has done 34 million shares. That is going into 149 million shares. So bottom line, it's going to need a lot more juice in order to get up and over. That being said, guess what? They're not selling it down either. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. What you have at the Dow Industrials, that's at 21,002. And it doesn't look like the Dow is going to make that high. 21,169. The low of that high, it's the benchmark. It's quite a way away from that also, which is 20,957. That'll be your benchmark. Well, that's it's almost $60 away from it. NASDAQ Composite. So Composite and the NDX 100 did what the S&P did, got up to the highs, hanging at these highs. The Composite high is 6102. That was generated the 2nd of May. We get to 6106 today. You're at 6,099. What we're going to do in the Composite's going to come in at about 1.6 billion, 1.7 billion, versus 2.1. Not enough juice there either. NDX 100 also at highs. NDX 100 at a price point of 56.56. Last high was 56.45. This looks like it wants to close over the high. If we take a look at the 3Qs, what you have inside the 3Qs, the 3Qs are up 23 cents. We've done 9.6 million shares. You're over the last high, which is 137.49, which is 18.3. So you're up on air, but guess what? You're up. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? Gold contract traded from 1221 to 1236. You're at 1227. You've done 183,000 contracts. This needs volume and it needs the price spread. Bottom line, that's how this is shaking out. You know, thus far it's held the 1225.70 area. That was the low that was generated on Thursday. It's coming into what's given this support right now, folks, is how we went up on March 15th. March 15th, you went from 1,200 to 1,225. The 1,225 is where it's rejecting price. Bottom line, though, you need a sign of strength in this baby. Silver still can't catch a bid. Silver is trading at 1630, and this baby is coming into the low that was generated on December 15th, as well as the sign of strength on January 1st. Bottom line, same setup, meaning it needs a sign of strength. XAU and HUI, different animal. It looks to me like it's going to be the equities that, the gold and silver equities that get the metal going. The XAU trading at 80.30. That got into the swing points from March, rejected them, had lighter volume, all of the above. HUI did the exact same thing. Nice setup, actually, on these weekly charts. So I suspect we're going to get some more juice into both the XAU and the HUI. We go over and we take a look at the bond market. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting. So the 10-year notes out here today failed on higher price, and what you have now is that this thing is going to try to get into lower price, which is higher yield. You know, it broke out of a 4-month consolidation. We had the first breakout, nice breakout on the 11th of April. Gets above it, has been building cause, drifted lower last week, but still held this consolidation breakout. Now, the way that we're trading today, it's like, okay, you're going to test the lows of Friday. We've only done 1 million contracts, which is light volume. So you get up on light volume, you failed, you're at 125. That's saying to me it's going to test 124.27. We go take a look at the 30-year. The 30-year is the exact same type of setup. 30-year got to a price point today of 152.13. You're at 151.07. We had light volume on the test. We've only done 216,000 contracts. And that's saying that the 30-year can actually get down into 150.05 and test 150.05. King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? King Dollar is trading at 98.950, up 422 ticks. This is inside where it broke down from, meaning it broke the March 27th swing low of 98.670. And that's saying, hey, it's going to try to make a run for this 99.340. We'll see whether it has any juice as it gets up to that level. And we're going to find out that pretty quickly. If we go over to the euro, we take a look at the euro. Euro traded as a high of 110 today. You're at 109 right now. The euro has a lot, you know, the bottom of the euro's consolidation is down here at 108.21. Bottom line is that you got a sideways market out here, no volume, and we'll find out what the catalyst is. Either take it up or take it down. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are down 2. Nasdaq's off 2. S&Ps are down 3.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 2, Nasdaq's down 2, S&Ps are down 3. So check this out. This is pretty wild, this little article right here. And what it's about, so BlackRock and Vanguard taking market share from the king of the ETFs, the SPY. So the Spider Trust has $230 billion, more than double any other ETF, but has been losing market share among advisors and retail investors to the iShare Core S&P, which is the IVV, and the Vanguard S&P, which is the VOO. Both charge 0.04, less than half the cost of the SPY if you owned it for a longer period of time. VOO and IVV have taken in a total of $20 billion this year, while the SPY has lost $9 billion. Despite the loss of some longer-term cost-conscious investors, the SPY maintains a grip on liquidity, loving traders and institutions. But watch this. I'm going to bring this up. So you get the IVV, you get the VOO, and the SPY has been around, by the way, folks, since 1993. So check this out. This is pretty cool. So the SPY's $200 billion in assets is more than double the size of any ETF. SPY has been the largest ETF since the day it was launched in 1993, except one day in August of 2011, when the Spider Gold Trust was larger. That was gold was at the highs. SPY ranks number 4 when compared with all the funds. The Vanguard funds, 3 Vanguard funds are bigger. Okay, so we bring up the IVV. This has 1.8 million shares traded. You got 110 billion market cap. Okay, so that's 1.8 million shares. We bring up the VOO. That has 1.9 million market. 1.9 million has a market cap of 67 billion. The spread is 3 cents. Now let's bring up the SPY. Yeah, so the SPY has 35 million shares. Yeah, this is what the difference is. So watch, this gets interesting too, folks. So what happens here is that when they're talking that the expense ratio, no doubt, is smaller, right? It's 0.40 versus 0.95. But look when you're looking at this. When I'm looking at this, actually, the spread in the SPY is only 1 penny, 61 to 62. If we go to the IVV, your spread is 2 cents. If you go to the VOO, your spread is 4 cents. So there goes your, that's it gets intriguing. That's what they should have had in that article. Because, especially with the VOO, 4 cents, that's what, 300 times more spread. Bottom line is that, yeah, you can basically, that spread is actually more important than the 0.4 of 1%. You know, well, depending on what you're buying. But if you're buying 1,000 shares, there's no doubt about that. Pretty amazing. Let's go take a look at some of the, there's actually nothing that's moving this market right now. But we'll go take a look at what's inside the Dow, who the strongest are versus the weakest. The weakest, Big Blue. IBM is putting 14 negative points into it. Goldman's putting 10. DuPont's putting 7. 3M's putting 5. Into the positive, Apple's putting 29. Home Depot's putting 7. Boeing's putting 5. Chevron's putting 4. If we go over and we take a look at Big Blue, so yeah, this thing is just drifting lower. So the last 3 months, it's gone from 182 to 152, and this looks like to me like, number one, it wants to go after this last swing low out here. Last swing low, the high of the last swing low is 134. The low is 116. Goldman's been the canary in the coal mine. Now, this is lower today, but it needs more volume to keep getting to lower price. You got it down to $1.58. You know, looks to me like, yes, it wants to get to lower price, but you need an expansion of volume. We take a look at the NDX 100, the leaders inside the NDX. JD.com is up 7.7%. You got Liberty Financial up 6.4%. Apple's 2.8%. Oh, this gets interesting. Look at all these Liberty companies. Some are up and some are down. Okay. Liberty A is up 6.4%. Oh, yeah, that's right. And then what is this one? Liberty Global is down 8.1%. And then that's the A share. The C share is down 7.7%. Wow. Costco is off 4.4%. You have INCY off 3.9%. What has happened out here that really hasn't shown up right now in the composite, folks, is that you get this IBB going south. And this is the only thing that I've seen out here today, not only going south or north with conviction, is the IBB. The IBB right now, it's down $6.30. You've done 1 million shares. You know, you're coming into 914,000. You're coming into 1 million. And this has been quite a ride all day long. Started off this morning. Went sideways till about 10 o'clock, 10:50. Took the next leg down. And then from that point on, it hit a low of, at noontime. And it looks like it's going to go right after that low once again. So let's go look inside here. What is hitting this baby? So if we pull up the structure first, so you get Celgene is the leader right now. Inside the IBB, you got to keep checking these things because these move around quite a bit. Right now, the largest weightings, you get Celgene 7.9%, Gilead 7.6%, Amgen 7.4%, Biogen 7.2%, Regeneron 7.2%, and Vertex 4.6%. So if we go to Celgene first, we take a look at Celgene. Oh, this is one of the culprits. Okay, so Celgene's falling apart. So it's down approximately 3.5%. Volume behind the move. And this wants to go, it's trading 117.77. This wants to go after 111. GILD, Gilead is only down 59 cents. No big deal. Amgen, no big deal. It's down $1. Biogen, that's down $1.70. REGN, Regeneron is down $6. Yeah, so you don't have any of them up. That's the real bottom line there. But we'll see whether that can start putting some heat into the comp, because right now the comp is still hanging at those highs up there. You know, you're 6,096. Bottom line is at 6102. Let's see. So we get the second. $2.1. Okay, so it looks like what's going to happen as we come into the closeout here is that you have the NASDAQ Composite as well as the NDX 100 have tested the highs. The Composite looks like it's going to fail. The NDX 100 is still over its highs, and we'll see how this shakes out coming into the close. You stay right there, folks. It's Tom O'Brien. It's TFNN. We are going to be coming right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at, let's see what we got here. RHI. So this is Robert Half International. They provide temporary, permanent staffing services. The low for the year is 34. The high is 50. Your PE is 2.67. No, your PE is 17. Okay, so let's put this on a weekly. Okay, I'm going to go bring this to a monthly because what you have, this has been, okay, so we had a high established at 63 bucks February of 2015. It comes down to some decent support. Yeah, I wouldn't be touching this. The volume is way too high. So what you have is this. You had this downtrend in place for quite a while. It started in March of 2015, goes till October of 2016, and then there's no doubt you can make the case that it broke the downtrend. It broke the downtrend the week of the 30th of November. Goes topside, has good volume, and what I don't like though, when you look at this, so watch. We go up on 30 million on a monthly. You make a high with 26. You know, you're going into 28, which is good. That's taking that supply line out good. But 2 weeks after that, as this came back down again, it came back down at 28 million and then traded to 44.09. And the updraft from how it came off the lows saved it. But I don't like to see volume expand at all when it goes down, and that's exactly what this did. So let me put this on. That's on a monthly, and I'll put it right next to us so you can see what's. Okay, so now when it's right next to us, yeah, this thing wants to, looks to me like it wants to test this 45 area once again. That's how that seems to be shaken out. If we go up and we take a look at the yen, what you have happening with the yen out here, yen is hanging out here at 113. You know, the yen can actually get up into this 115 area. You know, what it did out here today, it traded from 113.13 to 112. Made its way all the way back. You know, so this is going to get really intriguing watching the yen, watching the dollar, watching the euro in a big way, because what you do have, it doesn't look to me at this particular point that the dollar wants to go up to the higher range. What we do have out here, however, though, is that bond, you know, like I've been bullish on bonds for a long time, folks, and I'm not going to change that view just yet. But this here today, this thing wants to, this is going to test the bottom of this 124.27. We'll see how it handles it. You know, because you try to get in the higher zone, couldn't do it. Has light volume, gave it up in volume. It's like, okay, you're going to try to test the top of the consolidation it broke out of. And what does happen is that, you know, so fundamentally they've been set up that they should be going lower with higher yield, but in fact they haven't. And that has to do with supply and demand. That's the bottom line. You know, the bottom line is that more folks are buying bonds than selling bonds, and there's not enough bonds to go around. You know, when you take a look at the world rate still, you can see how high we are. We're 2.38 on the 10-year. France is at 0.8%. Germany's at 0.4. Spain, which is broke, is at 1.5. So it's like, okay, really? Yeah, but that's how that is shaken out right now. Some of the higher volume equities out here, what we have, you have Horizon Pharmaceuticals down 5%. Actually, that's, oh my God, that's down 33%. What the heck happened to this one? Down 540. Wow, this thing is done. So we take a look at this. What happened with this thing? I'm sure it's a... They're actually buying someone? Horizon Pharma impacted by River Vision Development and its medication currently in development for thyroid eye disease. Well, bottom line is that they must have spent way too much money for this, because the way this is trading, it looks like this baby is going to go right back. 785. Yeah, it's going after 785. Let's go to, do I have Milken on the phone?
Mike.
Mike, I'm sorry, man. How you doing, Mike?
Good, Tom. How you been?
Good, thanks. Good.
Hey, Tom, I was looking for an entry point into Twillo. You know, they lost their big account, Uber, and the stock really took a hit. And I was just wondering, even if you thought it would be worth getting into anytime soon, or having a lot of patience or whatever, or maybe not even touching the stock. So just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Let's take a look at it. So you have Twillo. This is they develop, publish internet infrastructure solutions. So you're saying that they lost Uber as a customer? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I think that, Uber was like 12% of their business, and it really knocked their stock down. I don't know, like over 20%. And
yeah, no, I remember that. I believe they came out with numbers that day too, right? That's when
they probably did.
Maybe that's when that got disclosed.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me pull this back. Oh yeah, 1 second. Let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't be buying it now. So
okay.
The reason, so you're going into the lows. It's actually below the lows. It's below all the lows. Yeah. You need a big sign of strength, man. So, when I brought this back all the way, I brought it back to the day it first started trading, and the low there is 23.66.
Right.
We hit 22.80 today. When a stock gets here, so picture there's a couple different things happening here. Everyone that bought the stock's in a losing position. Okay, so now let's look at that. So now you got 61 million shares outstanding. Oh, this is intriguing too. And you got 28 million of those. 17 million of those in a short position. So you get 28% of the stock short, which would help you if it could get going. I'd wait for a sign of strength before I did anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Because bottom line is that once it broke everything, this thing could go a lot lower.
Okay.
Yeah. Cooking, brother.
All right, thanks a lot, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. If we go to some of the higher volume stocks, and this is going to be a big low volume market out here today, folks. Kate Spade is getting taken over by Coach. I believe it's Coach. Let's see, is it Coach? And this equity here, you talk about, Coach. So here, watch this. This is like sick what Kate Spade has done. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Be right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go and take a look at the oil market out here. So on Friday, folks, okay, we take a look at this oil market. They trashed oil Thursday night in a huge way. Oil came back. You know, oil, this contract got down to $44.13. That being said, guess what? This baby doesn't have any strength. So this is going to be pretty wild watching this oil contract basically, you know, build some cause here. So I really liked how it went into the low on Thursday. Well, it would be Friday morning. It was about 1:30 in the morning, our time. You know, it got down to that 44.13, came back, but today is a problem child for it. You know, we traded up to a price point of 47.38. Right now, you're at 46.84, and that's just not good enough to basically get off that bottom. You know, if we go over to ExxonMobil, we did get over to Chevron. I was looking at a lot of these equities over the weekend. It's like, okay, man, if oil's going to go, you know, Chevron, Exxon has been in a downtrend for 5 months. $93 down 82. And, you know, you're up, Chevron's up 75 cents today, but no, I mean, Exxon is up 75 cents, but no juice behind the move. You know, you get 5.2 million shares. Well, 5.2 million, you're going into 16 million, you're going into 10.2 million. If we go over to Chevron, Chevron is one of the strongest ones today in the Dow. Bottom line, though, it's still the same type of setup. You're up 80 cents. It's up on air. You have 2.9 million going into 8 million. You know, so that's saying that, you know what, this oil downdraft doesn't look like it's over. If we go into the gasoline market, we're going into driving season, and even going into driving season, bottom line is that this is saying that our gasoline costs are going to go down. Because right now, inside the gasoline, we're up 149, a penny and a half. You're at 152.28, and this baby right here is up on air too. You're going into this. So this is, you get 37,000 contracts going into 49,000. It doesn't look to me like that baby's going to hold. Let's go to Mike in Toronto. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Yeah, hi. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding.
Hi. I haven't spoken to you lately. I've been busy renovating my condominium. You know, we're in the real estate bubble up here.
Yeah.
In Toronto, and recently the Toronto Star on the weekend published an article about speed dating, where lonely investors get together, they pool their money to buy a rundown house.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was just wondering, does that ring a bell from 2005, 2006 period in Florida or Texas or California? Was there a very similar scenario back then?
No. What you know? What you do have happening though, where the similar deal is your home capital group.
Yeah. I tried to short that stock. I couldn't borrow stock.
Yeah. So what's
I've
going?
been trying. I was shorting Equitable Group out of Vancouver, right? And I was fighting the market maker. I did cover for a small profit, but I gave up on these stocks. It's hard to short them. Like there's somebody underneath there, and then eventually it's like an avalanche.
Yeah. So this company here, folks, okay, is being accused of basically liar loans. The same deal. That's
right.
This is the deal that can take Toronto and Vancouver down.
Mm-hmm.
That's because what you have, folks, is that they gave out so many loans. They weren't documented loans, and of course that's how properties get bid up. And in fact, it only takes a turn when you've gone up so dramatically, which both of those markets have.
Okay.
It's wild, Mike, is that I was up there doing a show like 2.5 months ago, and so I walked the streets and saw it and talked to people and saw it and felt it. And then even when I come back, that's nothing because in the month of March, you guys went up like another 15%.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm working my evenings renovating the condo. I'm trying to sell it. I'm trying to get out of here.
Yeah, well, you better sell it quick because there was my understanding.
My hands are burning. Like my hands are so sore. I'm so tired from doing all the work. It's hard to hire a legitimate certified home renovator here in Toronto.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But I believe that more houses just went on the market in Toronto than there have been in like years, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the last few weeks. So
right, but
when that happens, just the way to do it, man, bring the price lower than anyone else and get out. And you'll still make a fortune. So.
But do you see the scenario from 2005 in Florida or California? You remember the tour buses down in Miami? Remember the tour buses in Fort Lauderdale? They would cruise around with people trying to buy homes. Like we don't have that up here yet.
No, you have a different phenomenon that's going on. You have a lot of foreign money coming in, which the whole world does right now, which prices things up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the loan deal. No one pays for real estate out of their pocket. It's always fraudulent loans. If I've seen 3 downdrafts, the first one in basically 74, but I didn't remember that one, but I saw it. Actually that would have been the 4th one. I saw 3 of them. Each one of them were fraudulent loans. First was a savings and loans, and then it was fraudulent loans, and then it was fraudulent loans again. Now, the sickest part about this, folks, the next one will be fraudulent loans, too. It'll just take a little bit longer.
Yeah, soft mortgages. So the Canadian banks are short.
They're short? Well, not really, because what happens is that it'll be if it's going to have a large correction, it's going to be a contagion from the aspect that home capital gave out a lot of bad loans. They won't be able to pay them. It turns the other side, And because on top of that, the government, put a 15% tax on it, right?
Right.
Yeah, well, they're going to get what they want, meaning, a downdraft.
Okay. Thanks for talking.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. The market up there is amazing, folks. And you know what's amazing about it is that it's really a huge condominium market. It's like there's not like really houses downtown, which in most major cities there aren't. But bottom line is that it's trouble in paradise right now. I suspect it's going to be trouble in paradise because the home capital deal has just started. It's been the sad part is that like their SEC has been all over these folks for a couple of years, but it's just really come to fruition that the bottom line is that they need money to stay in business. And in this particular case, what happens? This is like one of our old savings and loans. Is that people actually put their money into the bank, they turned around, sold the product, leveraged on top of that to sell more paper. That paper has been bad paper that the allegation is since 2014 right now. That's the allegation. That's what tanked the stock. As soon as the stock tanks, everyone takes their money out of the company. And as of Friday, Tommy and I brought this up on our morning show. They were looking for $2 billion They needed a quick $2 billion to turn around and basically so that the run would stop on the bank. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now down 8. NASDAQ off 4. S&P's down 4. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Right now, you have the Dow down 11, NASDAQ off 2, S&P's off 2. Now, what we're going to be hearing a lot about, and this is going to be pretty wild, folks, because there's going to be, well, here, let's go through it. So this is about bond traders. The first bond trader that actually got sentenced to jail was about 3 weeks ago. And what he got sentenced for was lying to a customer about what the cost of a bond was. So we're not talking treasuries here. What we're doing is we're talking corporate bonds, mortgage-backed securities. And what happens, folks, is that that market is not transparent. The defense of the first person who got sentenced was that, what are you talking about? Everyone in the bond market lies when a customer calls up as to what a bond cost. Okay, well, that defense didn't hold up. He's got sentenced. I believe it's getting appealed. Now, a new trial started. So check this out. 3 former normal holding mortgage bond traders not only lied to customers, they taught junior colleagues how to misrepresent prices in order to make more money. They would teach them that through deceit they could make more money for for the company. The tree traders who pleaded not guilty are accused of lying to Norma's customers in bond trading negotiations from 2009 to 2013 by misrepresenting the prices of securities they were selling or buying. Their trial is beginning after Jesse Livgett, a former Jefferies managing director, was sentenced to prison last month for lying to bond clients. Livgett was the first to be arrested in 2013 in a crackdown on deceptive practices that led to the departure of dozens of traders, criminal charges against at least 8 people, 3 of whom have agreed to cooperate. Attorneys for the 3 Norma traders argued, like Livgett, that their counterparties were sophisticated market players who used their own models and research to value mortgage bonds and are skeptical about statements made during negotiations. The thing that's pretty wild about this, and this is when a practice that has gone on for so long that you may think that it's legal, but yet in the securities business, bottom line, a lie is a lie. And there's going to be a lot of people, folks, if they pursue this in the bond business, going to jail. Because the bond business has always been the most lucrative business on Wall Street. It is as far as my understanding is, you never could get a straight price. And so specifically what they're saying is this. So this is the type of conversation. I read the first guy that went away. Conversation would go like this. I'm the client calling up. Okay, what's that bond going for? It's going for that. Well, what did you buy it for, right? Well, it cost me this much money. The bottom line is that if there's any lies in between that, and guess what? It's pretty intense. So bottom line is that there's going to be a lot of folks, I suspect, that probably came into that business not actually realizing that, yeah, they were giving them different prices, but I could definitely understand how, well, that's negotiation. Why am I going to tell you exactly what we're into the bonds for? So that's going to go from firm to firm. What I don't quite understand is that when they get that going, why didn't they or why couldn't they get any of the big dogs in the whole meltdown from 2007? That's the thing that's just absolutely amazing. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with some more numbers after the close. Dow Industrials down 3.5. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are down 3. And it looks like, let's see if this good old NDX, the NDX still might hang out and be at a high. We're at 56.56, which would get it a high. Right back, folks.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Nick in Tampa. Hey, Nick, what's going on?
Tom O'Brien, it is an absolute pleasure.
Thanks so much, man. We appreciate you calling.
No problem. Dude, I've been listening to your show for about 2 years now, and it has just been wonderful. I listen to you, Basil, Andy. You guys do an amazing job.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Serve the one you love. Once you decide to be a couple, you're there to serve the one you love, to serve your love to your lover. And every kiss and every touch, you feel you're there to please the one you love without expecting anything back. Let's take a look at it out here. We had a flat market. You had the Dow up 5, NASDAQ up 1, S&P's down 3, gold contract up 30 cents, $12.27 an ounce. Silver flat, $16.28 an ounce. Platinum up $5, $9.19 an ounce. Copper down 3.5 pennies, $2.48 a pound. Light sweet crude up 19 cents, $46.41 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note down 7 ticks, 125 even. 30-year bond down 19 ticks, 150.107. Now, both notes and bonds, you get a little different texture out here today. They tried to get to a higher price, failed on price, failed on volume. That's saying they're going to go after the lows that were generated out here last Friday, which is not dramatically lower, but bottom line is that they want lower price, and we'll see whether they hold. King dollar up by 462 ticks, trading at 98.990. King dollar got back inside. Not the higher range, but it got back inside the swing point that it broke last Friday, and we'll see whether it can catch a bid. The euro's trading at 109 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 113 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You're right at the highs, folks. Bottom line is that you had the SPY close at 239.67. Your high is 240.32. Your closing high is 239.78, I think. Yeah, it is 239.78. 1 second. Yeah, it is 239.78. We're at 239.67. So bottom line, light volume, but guess what? It's going to go for that, baby. Dow Industrials. Now, a little bit different on the Dow. The Dow, is hanging out here. It was up $5. So it's saying that, number one, it does want to go after the high, which was generated on the 26th of April. That's 21,070, which is about 55 points higher than we are right now. The actual high in the Dow is 21,169. NASDAQ composite hanging right at its highs. The composite closed at 6102. The high is 6102. So we're right at it. The NDX 100 now closed over its highs. The NDX 100 up $12. You're at 56.59, and the last high was 56.45. And inside the NDX 100, Apple wasn't even the king mover, but Apple was up $4. That put some big juice into the NDX 100. JD.com was the big mover. That was up 7%. That went up $2.77, $38.55. That was the largest mover inside the NDX. The second largest mover, which was up 6.4%, was Liberty stock number A and Liberty stock number K. Both of those were up 5 to 6%. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? Gold contract traded flat, 26.90. We got up to a high of 12.36. You did 188 million shares, contracts rather. Bottom line, we need price spread and volume inside this contract. What is holding this contract up is the highs of the 15th of March. That's where we came off the last bottom. And it's been powerful, but bottom line, we need wide price spread, accelerated volume. The silver contract, which has been in a lot worse shape than the gold contract, bottom line, still hasn't caught a bid. Silver right now trading at a price point of $16.28. What is holding it up is the low that was established on December 15th. That's where silver got trashed. It went from a price point of $17 to $16.06. And then as well as when it went topside on January 3rd. That's when it started at $16.10, went to $16.64. Bottom line is that it needs wide price spread, accelerated volume. The XAU and the HUI do have the capacity to take this off the bottom. On the daily, on the weekly is really set up nice. You rejected lower price, you had lighter volume. The setup today is nice. I expect you're going to see the XAU. It's $80 right now. The XAU is going to try to make a run for the $90 level. We take a look at the Gold Bugs Index. Same type of setup inside the Gold Bugs Index. Right now, the Gold Bugs Index is trading at a price point of 186. That looks like it wants to make the run to 216. So this is going to get pretty intriguing watching, number one, where the divergence is, and number two, what is going to get the equities moving versus the actual metal. We go into the notes. We take a look at that note market. And as I said at the beginning of the update, this note market got to 125.13. It couldn't hold price. It had 1.1 million contracts, so that is light volume. You're coming into 1.5 million. You're coming into 1.6 million. Bottom line is that got up there, rejected that level. Now it's going to go after the low of Friday, which is 124.27. So that's not that far down from where we are. The danger, of course, is getting back into the lower range. This broke out of a consolidation, a 4-month consolidation, and it broke out of it on the 11th of April. Now, the 30-year bond got back inside the lower range last Friday. The number you're talking about, anytime you're back inside 152.12, right now we're at 151.05, you're in it. That's saying that the 30-year probably wants to go test 150.11. And that's almost, it's 25 ticks lower than we are right now. King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? So, where King Dollar's trading out here, you did 29,000 contracts, which is good contract volume. Was up 467 ticks. This will challenge now where it gapped down from. I expect we're going to challenge 99.340. So that's 345 ticks away from where we are right now. And yesterday you went up at 467. So we'll see as it gets up there. Bottom line is that if you have sellers, each and every time after you broke down from that point, there was a large seller that's laying at 99.200. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials finished up 5. NASDAQ up $1.50. S&Ps were down 2.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Some of the higher volume stocks in this low volume market out here. Apple was the mover out here. That was up $4. Horizon Pharmaceutical got killed. They're taking over a company, lost 30% of its value. That was down $5.46 at trading $10.12. You had Advanced Micro down 15 cents. Tribune Media, that's getting bought out. That was up $2. That's getting bought out by St. Clair. Marbell was up a penny. We had Microsoft down 6. Inside the, and it's pretty wild that the composite still almost stayed positive, because inside the composite, so if we go back to the composite for a second, yeah, it did stay positive. It's up 1.9. And inside of that, however, though, the IBB went south with some volume. Down $6.40, trading $2.89. This is going after its lowest swing points. Those lowest swing points being 286.66. Inside of that, it was the largest weighting structure, which is Celgene. That came down $4, trading at 118.36. 6.1 million shares. This is going to be going after its lowest swing point out here of 111. GILD, I think just about all the biotechs inside this index were negative. You had Gilead down 0.59 or 59 cents. Amgen, Amgen was down 78 cents. Biogen, which is nothing, by the way. Biogen was down $1.73. Regeneron was down $5.65. So it is pretty wild that the composite itself could stay positive after that type of downdraft. Let's go take a look and see if we got a lot of numbers coming out. We'll see if any of these are out right there. This is Colony Starwood Homes. They operate a real estate investment trust. This closed at $33.80. That's trading $33.80. Let's see if they come out with numbers, though. Let's see. Nope, they're not out yet, but they're coming out today. We go over and we would take a look at the XLE. So what you had, folks, is that the oil market itself, oil had got trashed in a big way, and has got trashed in a big way, by the way, since December. The XLE started in December at $78, goes down to 65 last Thursday. And you're getting a counter trend bounce out here today. You know, I was looking at this whole sector saying, okay, maybe we're going to get some juice here, which, in fact, if we had got some juice, what you would have had is that you would have got a lot more strength inside the Dow Industrials because of the oil stocks. But this looks to me like it's going to be a dead cat bounce. You know, the XLE right now is it was up 48 cents, and yeah, it can run to like 68, 62, somewhere into that area. ExxonMobil, Chevron, just couldn't do it. You know, Exxon was up 87 cents on 7 million shares, but you were going into 16 million. Chevron, which was one of the best movers inside the Dow, was up 89 cents on 5 million shares, and you're coming into 6.6 million shares, 6.8 million shares. So you can see that's not as bad, but bottom line, it needs a lot more than that, a lot more. XLK, now XLK, a different animal. XLK, I believe this is going to be at highs, because inside the XLK, yeah, it's at highs. So inside the XLK, these are all the high-flying tech stocks. This is the, you're talking Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, Google. Top ones right there. It's pretty amazing, actually, when you take a look at those. Those are the stocks that are moving that NDX in an incredible way. If we go to Microsoft just for a second to see how that's shaking out, yeah, it's hanging at highs. We go over to Amazon. Take a look at Amazon. Amazon was up 14 bucks today, $949. The closing high on Amazon is $940. Actually, you know what? This might be a closing high on Amazon. It is. So Amazon's traded to $954.40, but it closed that day at $948.23. Yeah, it's the closing high. So bottom line, Amazon is going to, make that run over that level tomorrow. So we had the election in France. Macron won. The prices were baked in, and it looks that now that we're looking at this, it was baked in, folks, the day that he won the first time, meaning that into the runoff. The 24th of April, that's when the euro gapped up, the dollar went down. If we go look at the CAT and France and the UK, all of the above, you'll see that they gapped up. The CAT in France that day closed the prior day at 5,029. It opened the next day at 5,267. So it opened up, and it opened up pretty good. And the way this is actually trading out here, it looks like it's going to try to make a run for its high. The CAT had never taken out its high from 2007. The CAT 40 in France, 41.56 is the number. And the longer that it stays over this 52.83, which are $100 over it now, the higher the probability it goes that it can actually get up to that level. If we go into the FTSE, and in the UK, that was only up $3 today, and that looks to this is the FTSE in the UK. This 73.27 is going to be a big number to keep your eye on, because that's where this thing got killed on the 18th on the way down. And it doesn't look to me that that's going to get any traction. And what you do have on a fundamental basis, it seems like a lot of the bankers are actually moving out of the UK. They're moving jobs out of the UK. Let's see if we pull up, I know whether it's JP Morgan. Let's see. I can't pick it up quickly, but JP Morgan, they were talking about moving jobs out. Stay in the year. They want to be. What the banks have to be, folks, is that unless they get a deal with the rest of the European Union members, what's going to happen? They're going to have to put their bankers in a place where they can talk to all the rest of the European bankers and make deals. That's what it comes down to. So I suspect what will probably happen is that they'll move them out. until the dust settles, then they'll move them right back to London. You know, London's been a huge financial empire forever. I don't think that's going to change. But what is going to change for the banks make so much money, they can move them out of there for two or 3 years, real easy, move them right back in there, you know. Because what will end up happening is that they won't lose the business in the UK, because they're still going to need bankers, but they could lose the business to the rest of Europe if, in fact, they can't compliantly sell. Now, this is just all about, you're on the phone, where's the compliance, and do you have the right to sell into those markets? This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Be right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? EverBank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. EverBank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. It's hard to believe that there are so many equities, folks, in the market. The list here is absolutely phenomenal about the amount of numbers that are coming out. I guess what's phenomenal is that there's so many actually symbols here that I don't know. Because it seems that over the course of years, I feel like I almost should know every single symbol, and it's like not even close. I'm looking at some of these symbols out here. So this one here, Masonite, International, symbols door. I do know this one, but I was going through a list on the other side. So this closed at $82.35. Trading at 82.35. No heavy action after the close. Numbers go like this inside it. Their net sales, gross revenue, the estimate was $499 million. They made $487. Earnings per share, 72 cents. They made 77. So that's got to be intriguing because what they did do is that they didn't make their revenue number yet. They made their they were over their earnings per share number. We get let's go take a look at. CST. Okay, so CST brands, retail motor fuels and convenience merchandise. Interesting. Okay, so they're in the fuel business. Let's see what we got here. This closed at $48.37. Let's see if they come up with numbers yet. Yeah, they come out with numbers. Okay. Trading the same price. The estimate was, look at this. Man, this thing's going to get hit. This just doesn't have to be trading. The estimate was 27 cents. They're saying they come in with 15 cents. Yeah, this thing's going to get killed. Okay. The revenue, $2.7 billion. They come in with $2.3 billion. This thing is get absolutely killed. First quarter operating revenue, 2.37. The estimate was 2.7. I see this there. Okay, so I see why it's not getting hit, though. They're merging with Circle K stores. So it's probably hard to figure out, are you dealing with the same numbers also? We'll see. AKAO. This is a biopharma company. They closed at $23.49. They missed by a penny. Earnings per share was 41. That's down $1. That's trading down $1. This has been quite a flyer too. Okay, 4 months ago this was at $5. This went to $23.59. That is a flyer, no doubt about that. KONA. I think we know this one. Let's see. Kona Grill. Own, operate restaurants in several states. This closed at $5.35. So Kona Grill, American Grill and Sushi Bar. Restaurant sales increased 15.1%. That sounds good. Same-store sales decreased 4.3%. That's not good, compared to a 3.6% gain from the prior year. Net loss is $3.4 million. Restaurant operating profit, this would be a non-GAAP measure, decreased 20.5% to $4.6 million compared to $5.8 million in 2016. Yeah, they're losing money, and they're losing more money. 4,000 employees. They got a lot of people. Whoa, what a mess this is. Look at this thing. Holy cow. Yep, this has been a one-way shot. So this stock was $28 in April and just goes straight down. Well, we'll come back to a few more of those after a bit. Let's go over to Walmart. So yeah, the big press was just about, in fact, in Bloomberg magazine, the one when they took over, I'm not sure they took over Time. They might have, no, they didn't take over Time. I forget. Business Week. They took over Business Week. I just got Bloomberg magazine today delivered, and on the cover, folks, it's Jeff Bezos, and then it has Walmart's coming after you. Well, guess what? Walmart has a long way to go because Walmart right now, so it's at $76. You get a swing point at like 75.19 that's having a hard time handling. If we pull this back, your high in Walmart's $90. And I expect what you're actually... Yeah, so here's the... Here's another article on the Bloomberg terminal that will give you an idea of what they're saying. Last summer, Mark Luhr, founder and chief executive officer of e-commerce startup Jet.com, sat down to record a private video for the top officials of the world's largest retailer, Walmart. In the video, meant for Walmart executives and board members who weren't yet part of the weeks of secret negotiations between the companies, Luhr stares earnestly into the camera and shows off his Bentonville bona fides. After humbly bragging about reading every annual report since 1972, he says he's been struck by Walmart's focus over its storied 54-year history. But Luhr's 40-minute presentation doesn't hold back about the threat posed by the most fearsome and increasingly active arch rival Amazon is dominating. Reads a slide on a large screen behind him. In the video, Luhr presents a plan to bet Walmart's future not on e-commerce standbys such as books, electronics, and toys, but on the product areas only now becoming popular online, including clothing, fresh food, and everyday essentials like drugstore items. We'll need to take the offensive, swim upstream, Luhr says. As Sam Walton said, opportunity lies in the opposite direction. Oh, this is good. Here, I get the cover right for you, too. This is the article. They're coming for you, Bezos. The video worked exceedingly well. In August, Walmart announced it would acquire Jet.com for $3.3 billion in cash and stock. It was an extraordinary sum for a 15-month-old purple-hued website that was struggling to retain customers and is still far from making a profit. So Jet.com, too, by the way, folks, I'll get into this more. Amazon had already bought one of his companies prior to that. I think it was Diapers.com and all that. So he had worked for, he had bought them out, worked for them, but the guy's, no doubt, a merchandising brain when it also comes to the internet. Okay, so let's see. You stay right there. We'll come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. So we're going to go through this story. This is a really cool story, folks. So this guy, Law, bottom line, sold a company that he started 15 months prior to Walmart for $3.3 billion in cash. And that was a company that was losing money. 15-month-old company. Bottom line, the guy's a brain anyway, because he sold prior to that to Bezos. And it was diapers.com, a whole bunch of other internet companies that Bezos actually just closed when all this stuff was happening, to probably give him a bad rap at Walmart. Anyway, right now, Walmart put him in charge of the entire domestic e-commerce operation, overseeing 15,000 employees in Silicon Valley, Boston, Omaha, and its home office in Arkansas. They're assigned the most urgent rescue mission in business today: repurpose Walmart's historically underachieving internet operation to compete in the age of Amazon. Amazon has run away with it, and Walmart has not executed well. Okay. So I already told you about how Bezos already. Okay. So Jet, which he started a year after leaving. So he sold a company to Bezos. That was diapers.com. A whole bunch of other companies inside there. Bottom line, he stayed at Amazon for 2 years. He left because he's saying that Amazon didn't integrate his people into the company. Anyway, Jet, he started a year after leaving Amazon. Sells almost everything: books, electronics, clothes. So it was difficult to miss an element of revenge among his motivations. Jeff Bezos certainly noticed. In case anyone underestimated the enemy cruising through the Lure-Bezos feud, Amazon announced in March that it was closing the site, saying they didn't see a path to profitability. Lure cuts an unusual figure. This part is really cool. So at Bentonville headquarters, which he now visits once a month on a private company jet, and in the geeky hallways of San Bruno and Sunnyvale, California, where most of Walmart's engineers work. He's a former bank risk manager and a longtime New York resident who's a fan of Bruce Springsteen and of figuring out ways to simplify the roots of daily life. Now, listen to this, folks. This is really wild. He recently ditched his Tesla and uses only Uber. For example, he visits the same sushi restaurant near his office 4 times a week, always ordering the salmon sushi. He also spends time on customer-pleasing conveniences that, in parlance of Silicon Valley, do not scale. He recently devoted a 12-hour day to recording 1,000 variations of a video greeting for a new Jet customers. He recently devoted a 12-hour day to recording 1,000 variations. Yeah. Now, when customers sign up, Lure welcomes them by their first name. He'd like to extend Jet's sensibility and business model to Walmart.com, the second biggest e-commerce destination in the United States. A site redesign is due this summer. He's thinking of recording another set of personalized introductions. Lure also recently announced free delivery on Walmart.com for orders of more than $35, and Jet-like and Amazon-like tactic to give customers discounts for buying more stuff at once. so they can be shipped more efficiently in a single box. He also announced that shoppers will be able to save money on 1 million products if they order online and pick them up at one of the chain's 47,000 stores. Yeah, but so that part, I can't see that part working. You know, the cool thing about ordering online, folks, is that, guess what? You order online, you go about your business, you come home, everything's right there. Crowning the entire strategy is an acquisition spree, buying middling e-commerce startups such as ShoeBuy.com, $70 million, fashion retailer ModeCloth, $45 million, outdoor seller Moose Jaw, $51 million, and installing their founders as his deputies and selling products on Walmart.com, where the selection still lags far behind Amazon. Later this spring, Laura is also likely to announce Walmart's reported $300 million acquisition of Bonobob's, a decade-old menswear website that offers well-fitting pants and a team of customer service people. They call them ninjas that wouldn't normally be associated with a giant like Walmart. Walmart has a lot riding on Laura. Last year, he received $244 million in pay, 10 times that of his boss. Pretty intense. His project could determine the future of Sam Walton's legacy and the eventual success of McMillan, who's the CEO of Walmart. We'll also settle the score of whether Laura is good at building profitable e-commerce sites or just selling unprofitable ones to the competitors for piles of money. So thus far, that's kind of what his deal is. You know, bottom line though, now to get back to, we started this off with, you know, this is Amazon against Walmart. Bezos has to be elated. Well, I don't know if elated was the wrong term probably, but I expect he's probably, he knows he's going to get competition. And what I expect that is what he's looking at out here, this is going to help tremendously in the aspect, because, you know, people are basically raising their head saying, hey, guess what? You know, is this a monopoly? Well, guess what? He's got proof that it's no monopoly when you get Walmart going after you with that kind of money. Let's go to Tony in San Diego. Hey, Tony, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you? I appreciate you taking my call. I got a question for you.
Yes.
I had bought Deutsche Bank about a month ago, and unfortunately I sold some calls against it, and they got pulled away from me. And I'm looking for a point to, first, if you think it's going to keep going up, and second, what would be a good time, a point to re-enter. I did well initially, but now I'm on the outside looking in, but trying not to get caught here buying too high.
Let's take a look. So you get Deutsche Bank, folks. The low for the year is $9.98. That was on September 29th. The high is last week, $19.35. Okay, so let's bring this and put this on a longer basis. Okay, so come off the bottom. You gapped higher. Yeah, you're going to have to wait here. That gap of a couple weeks ago is a pretty good gap.
That's when I got kind of pulled out. I thought it would pull back into it, but it's holding up above it. But that's my question. Where would be a good point to re-enter? And do you think, or does it look good to re-enter in the low 17s or mid 17s, or?
Well, this is what you have now. This is an ABC up. So when it gapped up, it took the B point out and took it out with volume. So he did 33 million versus 49. Yeah, so it took this out with volume. So you got your A point is, let's say $10, we'll ballpark it. Your B's $18.60, so you get $8.60, which gets you 24 bucks. I'd let it just get up there first and then wait for the pullback. Because what will happen is that, you know, let's see, is this a currency gap? Let me do this here. I know what I can do. 1 second. I got to find this in Germany. I can get it in Germany. 1 second. Deutsche Bank. Okay, here we go. Oh, you just stay there. You know what we'll do? We're going to do it in Germany. The reason that I got to do it in Germany is I want to see if that was a currency gap, Tony, or it just gapped up, all right? You stay right there. We'll be coming right back, okay? 877-927-6648. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We're going to be talking about Deutsche Bank.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver-producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with Tony from San Diego. We're talking about Deutsche Bank. So, by any chance, are you watching this on Tiger TV or just listening on the radio?
I'm listening on the radio.
Okay, that's all right. So, what I have up here, I put a chart up. I have both, the chart up in Germany and the U.S., okay? So, what you have is this, is that this hasn't taken out its high yet in Germany. And in fact, it's not an ABC up. So, you know, it gapped up on the 24th, though. So the difference in the U.S. is that it not only gapped up, but because you had the differential between the euro and the dollar, it looks better, okay?
Gotcha. Tom, I think that was that day after the election 2 weeks ago, the Sunday night. That was Monday that you saw that.
Yeah. No, that's the 24th, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So the difference is that the, you know, in the U.S., and you always got to be cognizant of this, of companies, folks, that, you know, basically are trading as ADRs, which this trades as an ADR in the United States, because the main currency that it trades in is going to give you a better read on, you know, where this is. So, yeah, I just wait for a pullback, because this is what it is. When this gapped higher, it gapped higher with 44 million shares on the 24th. Well, it was coming into a downdraft of 41 million. So that's still good, but not as good as it looks in the U.S.
Gotcha.
You know? So that being said,
you think I'll have a chance to get it back down lower, basically?
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Okay.
It does.
Fair enough. I appreciate your help, Tom. Thank you.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And we do take a look at that. What you'd want to try to do, this thing, you're at 1907. We'll see whether it pulls back down to 18. But if you pull into 18, you can certainly pull right back in and fill up that gap at $16.70. So what is cool is that if you happen to be in the metals market, folks, you have a great opportunity to do that. In the mornings, you can go over to London. Now, one of the strongest gold equities out here happens to be Rango Resources. And that baby, let me see here. I'll go like Rango. That baby in London is trading way before we're opened. Look at that. I got it in Australia, too. That's interesting. All right, Rango. Where are you? We'll get this baby. There it is. Okay. So the symbol is GOLD, then I get UW after it. So this baby is open way before that we're open, folks. And it's always good to get over there and take a look at it. Because what you'll see, you'll get an idea of what the market is doing over there. And if you're trading, of course, the South Africans, you can go into the South African exchange. And both of those exchanges, by the way, you're going to get delayed data, but you can get the data. That's what it comes down to. For some reason, the Harmony and GFI still are not ready to buy. There's no doubt about that. Now, the Rand is trading 13.62 to $1 US. Tonight, inside the metals market, it's going to be all about the yen over in the Nikkei, over in Japan. Nikkei last night had quite a run, man. It took out its highs. It was up $450, and it's over its highs. And let's see here, and it had the juice, So this baby is saying that it's going to go up to its high, which is 20,946. Big number. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Look forward to speaking to you right back here tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.